My name's Alex. I mostly focused on a lot of the coding for the movements of our story panels, as well as inserting a lot of our panel art into the Superposition project. I just kind of helped everybody make sure it all got merged onto GitHub. I made sure everything throughout the whole process, just kind of made sure everything remained merged. We only had one merge conflict, so there wasn't a whole lot to worry about on that front. And then I also took care of making sure that all the panels moved. I also took that same system and put it into our text bubbles, into making sure that the text moved around as well. I think the only place where I kind of struggle is art-wise. I'm not very skilled when it comes to art or anything like that. So I think just kind of getting all that right was, I just kind of struggled with. I used a lot of simple shapes in my panels specifically because it's not something I'm great with.
Hi, I'm Marcus Rom. I did a lot of work for the art on this project. I did 5 panels, and then I also did all of the art for the minigame on there. A lot of just what we were trying to think about with it was like just how superposition really affects everything, and how it's like it shows up everywhere all at once, sort of. And so with a lot of the minigame art, that was the real process going into it, where you just see the hero show up in multiple spots on the screen, and then he just disappears as soon as you see him. I think my main struggle was really with a lot of time management. There was part of the project where I was out of town, so I couldn't do anything, and just things like that where it would pop up and I wasn't able to get as much work done as I would like to, and so it was really just sitting down and finding the time to really hammer it all out all at one go as much as I could.
Hi, I'm Carter. I was responsible for creating the 30-second intro animation for the project. The point of the intro animation was kind of just like showing like what the story is and like how the main hero's powers work. The intro animation was just like a news broadcast of showing the hero saving the day. So right when the animation ends, it cuts to the villain looking at the TV and watching the news, and he's kind of pissed off. I think the biggest thing I struggled with was time management. I think I would have liked the final result of the animation to be a little more polished and have some sound effects and like music in it. That was something I was able to get done with the intro animation I made last semester, but I don't know, I just kind of got distracted a few times and I was out of town, and sometimes my programs didn't work very great, which is frustrating, but that's also just something I need to work on taking care of and getting it done sooner. So that was probably the thing I struggled with the most, but I really liked how it turned out still.
Hi, my name is Nico Girkabedia. For the GIMM 250 project, the first thing I did was the comic strips. My first comic strip was the guy explains how he does his plans. So he's on like a platform and he's discussing to his minions. And then my second part was mainly just you focus in on the minions and I just drew the minions. And for the third part, I did the button. So basically he clicks a button to start like his plan, which like will set bombs off throughout the city to disrupt the hero. And then for the fourth comic strip, I did the basically a scene where he's sitting in like his couch or seat and he's looking at the monitor to see all the destruction happening around the city. Things I would do differently for next time would probably my sketching I'd probably do a little better, like have like layouts more, so you have like your sketch and then you overline it and then color. And then I'd also try to think of more code to do for the project. I feel like we could have used more code on it.
Hello, my name's Owen. For the GIMM project, I worked on the 4 panels at the end of the story. The panels were focused on when the villain wakes up in the asylum, and the way I accomplished that was, I just tried to fit the artwork within the previous style of the other slides, and then I just drew the villain based on the previous designs, and then I accomplished the other 2 in the end of the sequence with like another perspective of the villain, which fits with our story, and having the hero appear as in 2 places at once like he does in other parts of the story. I would say the beneficial parts of the project was that maybe we could have improved a little bit on was like communication, having like slightly better conjoining art styles, like with Carter and I's at the end. I probably could have conjoined a little bit more. And then the other features I worked on were overview on the mini game section. I helped with the screen, like blur effect, the flashlight effect, as well as helping plan the initial process. And overall, I think we did a good job as a team. We just probably could have communicated a little bit better.